Concentration camps. I'm sure you usually associate this concept with Germany during World War II. And you are not wrong. But what if I told you that Germany was the only country with concentration camps? And what if I told you that Brazil had them? Yes, the land of Samba, a tropical paradise, had concentration camps. And the irony, they were used to lock away Italians, Japanese and Germans. Hello and welcome to this video of Terra Librarium, and thank you for stopping by. I'm so happy that you found us, and without further ado, let's jump right on it. Firstly, let's set something clear. Way before the German concentration camps or the Russian gulags, several nations have already experimented with the concept of holding people against their will, from Cuba to South Africa. During the beginning of the 20th century, Germany was the second largest consumer of Brazilian goods. Brazil's police and armed forces often visited Europe to receive training from the Gestapo, and the Brazilian government even transferred German Jews who lived in their country. In the 1930s, the country was governed by President Getulio Vargas, who was elected by the population in 1930, but later rose as a dictator. Before making a decision to join the Allies during the Second World War, he flirted with the ideas of National Socialism and was thinking of potentially implementing some sort of tropical fascism in South America. It was only in 1942 that Vargas cut any relationships with Hitler and joined the Allies. This doesn't mean he did not enjoy or give up on his fascist ideology. As a matter of fact, they were implemented against citizens from Axis countries. The Vargas regime went as far as building veritable concentration camps to gather German, Italian and Japanese civilians. In 3 years' time, by 1945, the Brazilian Justice Ministry oversaw 31 concentration camps across different states, with more than 5,000 people confined in these facilities. In all these facilities, prisoners were given forced manual labor and were forbidden to read any books in their mother tongue. There aren't many witnesses to what happened in these concentration camps, nor how their lives were during the time. One book I read recently on the topic is 23rd Parallel South, A Tale of an Unexpected Voyage by F.C. Bone, which is based on the story of his grandfather, Conrad, a young, ambitious and adventurous young man, who went on a commercial route between Germany and Mozambique in the year 1939. On the way back, World War II started, and the ship had to flee over the Atlantic and be stranded in Brazil. After 3 years of living in Santos, the crew were relocated to a concentration camp in Pindamonhangaba, Sao Paulo. I will leave the link in the description. Although the Nazis had a quite robust espionage setup built up in Brazil, despite the concentration camps, it raises some suggestions that maybe, had Germany won the war in Europe, South America would be the next protagonist in this story. And indeed, it is no surprise that several high-profile members of the Nazi Party fled to South America after the fall of the Reich. Joseph Mengele himself, also called the Angel of Death, who was responsible for over 400,000 deaths, didn't get punished in this life and died swimming on a beach 80 kilometers away from Sao Paulo. And I think that's all for this video, so I would like to thank you for taking the time to listen to me. If you enjoy this sort of content, don't forget to like this video, leave a comment and subscribe to our channel. This really supports us, and it helps us to reach more people, so I thank you in advance. And if you enjoyed this video, then you'll probably enjoy this one too. So if you click on the screen right now, you can go and watch that.